Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go through some of my craft hoard that was gifted to me. So I got these from a grandma that passed. I got 3 very big sewing boxes, and we're going to see what all is in them. Lots of goodies, lots of stuff. And we got a smaller box, a little plastic thing, still cute, kind of in rough shape, but also full of goodies. So let's get in there and see what we all got. Okay, first is these threads on like these old school, most of them are wooden spools. Super cute. I don't know if the thread is usable, but very pretty, very neat. Lots of different brands, which I don't even know if they're around anymore, but look at that, 15 cents, holy crap. So many pretty colors. And so many of them. I don't know what kind of thread this is. And it's super soft. I don't know if it's because of the age or material. There's not anything with it to tell me what it is, so I don't really know. If you know, let me know. And that wood piece was just like a splitter in the box, but this is the inside of the box. It is in pretty rough shape. It is very, very old. These are just some random things that came out of it, little figures and metal pieces. I'm not sure what any of it's for. Then in this box there was 3 of these. Very, very cool. I'm not like a skilled seamstress, but I do enjoy getting craft things, and these look neat. And then there was a bunch of these little, they look like little pocket sewing kits with different little types of needles and things like that. Just very neat, very cool. I love looking at old stuff. It's interesting to see the packaging from that era. Very simple, yet useful. This looks like it came from an insurance company as like a gift. And it's got the little thread in there. Very cute. Are there any other crafty people that get gifted all of the crafty things? Because that's how I acquired most of my crafting supplies. And it feels like everybody gives me crafting things like all of the time, which I am super happy about. Because I don't think I would have seen any of this kind of stuff otherwise. I do know the Boy brand, so that's pretty neat. So many different sewing needles. And the packaging is so simple. I just love it. And these, I think, are mostly pins. And the paper's like on its last leg, but it's pretty cool, at least to me. More sewing needles. And more. I will never run out of sewing needles. Like, ever. And then moving on, all of these buttons were in there. It's a bunch of buttons. I already have a ton of buttons, but these are very cool to add to my collection. These are like brass buttons. They could use some cleaning up, but they'd be cute on something. They're pretty heavy. This one I thought was really pretty, and there's a few more like it. These ones I thought were gorgeous. Like iridescent, like holographic looking. Very cool. This one I thought was really neat. It kind of looks like a little football. It's all wood. I do love a wood bead. That one's fabric covered. I wonder how old the fabric is. Then we got some measuring tape. I could always use that. A ton of thimbles. I'm still going through stuff. And I found a ton of different kinds of thimbles, different size thimbles, different material. This one says Nash Motors on it, so that's kind of cool. And some of them could use some cleaning up. Then I found these measure clip hammers. I've never seen these before. Like I said, I have a sewing machine and I try to use it, but I'm not really a seamstress, so these were interesting to me. I found a ton of hem facing fabrics. And these. Not really sure what they're used for. A bunch of elastic. And some clips. Like snaps. Still on the original paper. There was a ton of these in there. All of this has really piqued my interest in sewing. And this is the box after I emptied it. I left all the pins in the top because it was just a lot. I don't think I'm going to keep the boxes. They're kind of bulky and beat up, and they need some love. And I don't know if I'm the right gal for the job for the refinishing of them. I'm not really sure what I'll do with them yet, but I'm sure they were stunning in their day. Like, see, the liner in there is ripped and pins fell through, and so I don't really know. I don't know what I want to do with those, but inside this one, there was this tray. I'm sure Granny just added it to there, and some other stuff. And inside this one, that one's a little more beat up than the others, mostly because I think it's plastic, but there's some odds and ends of things in there too. More pins, a box of thread, all very cute. Don't know if it's usable, but very vintage feel. More spindles, or more threads. Magnifying glass, which was cool. More of those hemming clips. I just think these are so neat. I've never seen them before. We got more elastic. This little pick thingy. More sewing needles. I will never in my life run out of sewing needles. More buttons. Look at the prices on those, 60 cents, 29 cents. This is a huge needle. I think it's for upholstery. Something very heavy duty. I think it's massive, and it's kind of shaped like a triangle. The camera's not really picking it up, but it's a very odd shaped needle. If you know what it is, comment below. This kind of looks like a presser foot, although the entire thing is plastic. And it looks like it's a little bent on the green part, but I don't know what this is either. It's very interesting. At first I thought it was a Lego, but I don't think so. It kind of looks like a presser foot to me. More eye loops. And this says Lion Brand on it, so that's cool. I usually work with yarn. I definitely know who Lion Brand is. And when I opened it up, it was actually just a bunch of sewing machine needles, which was cool. I don't know what machine they would go to. The grandma had gifted me a machine previously, and I let that one go. I got another one from her, a Singer. I don't know if they're any good, but also got some tiny beads and some patches, a little bee patch, which was super cute. The frog one I'm obsessed with. And then these came from like Boy Scouts uniforms. There was also this cute little keychain in there, a little car jack. Looks like it was a light once upon a time. Very cute. Very random. Another little embroidery ring. More of these easy thread sewing needles. So now I have a bunch of those. Very cool. I wonder if they still sell these. But I think they might be a good addition to the little sewing boxes that I'm sending my family. But then we have a boatload of embroidery thread. And going through this was almost dangerous. There were so many sewing needles in it, so many different brands and colors. It was very cool find. A lot of them not used. Some of them looked like they were used a little bit or maybe just lost their packaging, but definitely worth adding to the collection of embroidery thread that I already have. There were some pretty neat colorways, and I have no idea how old any of it is, but it's in pretty decent shape. That one looked alright, but when it came to this mess, I gave up. I wanted to save it, but I did not have the patience. There was yarn mixed into it. It looked like a nest that I was not willing to take on. So I let that go. But yeah, so this was the score out of these 3 boxes. Pretty cool, like a step back in time. But thank you guys for watching. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and like and subscribe.